Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Baldwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson going to look deep for Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the wideout in motion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time. And break through the barrier.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him for a loss of 5. And he motions the wide receiver. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
There they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Wilson on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at it.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson to throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had...
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone got 4 down.
Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on first down. Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on second down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.